Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain what is list view in Salesforce, why list views are most important, where we actually use these views, types of list views in Salesforce, for example, standard views and custom views. What are the filters in Salesforce? And in that filters, what are the types like standard filters, custom filters, how we can create list views, step by step navigation we are going to explain, and also in finally we will go with how to add and use filter. So then at last we will go with multiple filter and filter logics. So these are all the things we are covering in this video. So let's start with what is a view in Salesforce. A list view, or also we call it as view in Salesforce, is a saved list of record based on some criteria or some conditions. That is, we call it as list view. For example, I will click on all open leads. So in here you can observe all open leads, recently viewed, my unread leads, recently viewed list, today leads. So in this, all these things are we call it as list views. So how this actually made, these reviews are made based on some conditions or filter conditions. So how where we actually find that condition, for example, all open leads. So in this tab, you can see one funnel type icon is there. Just click on that icon. In this, when you click on that icon, you will get one filter like filter by owner, all leads. Okay. And we also add some logic, means filter like lead status which is not closed, which are all the leads are not closed, that lead we call it as open leads. So based on some filter we will create list views. Okay, so then for example, for list views are my open leads, today tasks, closed one opportunities, this is all are we call it as some example for list views. So where we actually present, this helps user to quickly access important data without manually searching records. Means, for example, I need to search today leads. So going one by one, it's more time consuming. So using this ways, I will fetch today's leads easily based on some filters. So this is the thing. So why list views are more important? Save time. It will save our more time, improve productivity, focus on priority records, reduce the manual searching, organize large data into efficient way. For this purpose, list views are more important. Where actually we are used to this list views, we can use list views in all leads objects, account object, contacts, opportunity, cases. In all custom object, we can use list views. Okay. So list views are appear on the top of the object tab as a drop down. So this is the object, right? In this top, this is the object tab. So in this tab, there's a drop down. In here, we are actually found the list views. So in list views, what are the types of list views? In basically, we have two types of list views. One is standard list views. Second one is custom views. Okay. In standard views means it's officially provided by the Salesforce that cannot be deleted or cannot be edited. For example, recently viewed pin list. This is officially given by the Salesforce. We are not able to delete or edit. Okay. And also all open leads. This is also filter. This is also list views is created by Salesforce only. So custom views means which is based on the user and their needed. They created their own. That is views are list views are we call it as custom views. Okay. Then what are the filters? So in here we have one filter. What is filter? In list view, filters are conditions used to decide which records appear in a list view. Okay. So for example, status is open, owner is current user, created date today. This is all or we call it as list views filters. Okay. Types of filter. Standard filters. Standard filters means this is all leads, my leads, filter by scope, queue and own list. This is all we call it as standard filters. In here, we have a conditions matching. We have a conditions, right? In if you click on add filter, it will create one more tab. This all the pages are created by user. This filters we call it as user defined filters. Okay. For example, field operator values. This is we call it a user defined filters. Okay, how to create a list? I need to create new list views. So before going to create any new list views, first we will go with all open leads or all. Okay, first click on all open leads. Then in this tab, you can see one gear icon is there. List views control. Just click on that. In here, we have a multiple options like new, clone, rename, sharing setting, set field to display, delete, reset column sorting. This is all we call it as list view controls. So now we need to create new list view, right? So that's why I just click on new. So our requirement is I need to show today's leads. Okay. So that's why I just create list views like today. Today leads. Okay. Give the API name. You can also set who sees this list view. If you only for your use, only you can see the list, you select only I can see the list. Okay, if you need to show this for all the user, you can select all user can see this list. You can also share this list for group of users. So I am currently go with I need to show this list for all the users. So that's why I select all users can see this list view. So our list views is ready. Okay, in this list views we don't add any condition, so it will not work properly as expected. So I just click on filters. In this, I need to search all the leads. Okay, that's why I just select all leads. So in all leads, I need what now I need to separate. I need to separate created by today. So that's why I just go with created date equals to today. Means today lead means I need to based on created date, I will group the record created date equals to today. Then click on. Most people forget to save this list views. Just click on save. Now our list views are created. Okay, but I don't have any record. Why? Today there is no lead generated. That's why today leads are empty. So I try to create new lead. Okay, that's why I just click on lead object. In this, just click on new. Phone number is 8970. Okay, for this also Mr. Abhi Abhinav Mishra. Okay, sorry. Company name is FIT. Web Industry Agricultural Apparel. Annual revenue something like 1 lakh. Lead strategy is new. Okay, art. Countries. I will select India. JK Israel. India. Assam. Okay. Then I will make it as save. So the lead is created successfully, right? So this lead is created today, right? So when I click on today lead, I need to show that lead. So currently that lead is showing. So this is how we can create lead based on conditions. Okay. So then we can also add multiple conditions. Like for example, click on that same. If you click on add filter, currently I have one filter. Now I am currently adding one more filter, like based on status. Status. Okay. Okay. Lead status. Lead status equals to, we need to select open, not contacted. So now save it again. So this is how we can add multiple conditions for same list views. So let's go with this list view controls. New when we creating new list view, we will go with new. Clone will be take the copy of exact list view. So rename, we can also rename the previously created list view. Sharing setting means we can set the uh, who can see this list views. So delete means it will delete that particular list views. Select field to display means this will be control which column or which field need to be showing in front end, means in main page. So this is how list view controls are works.